Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright, today's content, guys, you picked a really good one to tune into because I think I found something that I've heard nowhere else, and it's incredibly important for our 2A defense. It's incredibly important for us to keep understanding what they're doing and where they're going, and getting in front of what they're doing as part of this channel has been kind of showcasing the last 2.5 months. Okay, so I was researching something for the video today, and I was looking up the 23 executive orders that Jen Psaki is always referencing around gun control that Biden was instrumental in implementing underneath the Obama administration. I'm sure you guys have heard her say that. If not, look it up. It's everywhere. So, upon looking it up, I found something very interesting. Did you know that there's a difference between executive action and executive orders? And all 23 references that she's referring to are executive actions, not executive orders. I looked it up even further, and guys, I think I found something here. We're going to walk through in a second, but this is going to be huge. But before I go too deep into it, let's say two things. One, thanks for stopping by, or thanks for subscribing. We are building this channel together, and we have a goal of 350,000 by June 1st. We'd love to have you on board, and if we earn that subscription, we'd love to have you here, and if not, maybe we'll earn on the next one. And we're building towards that revolution in the gun world, and we have a product that we've been working on for 2.5 months. You're going to want to be in the description box in the newsletter that we have, because that's where it's going to be released first. It's going to be very soon, and it's going to change everything. So that's my teaser, but it's free. So now, let's get back to this. I've got a bunch of things lined up, and as always, it'll be in the description box below. But going back to what I was saying, so 23 executive actions, not executive orders. Let me remind you of what they've said in the past 2-3 weeks, just to kind of get you on board here, and you're going to start to see the same pattern that I detected earlier, quite honestly, by accident. All right, this is from the New York Post. This is the quote from Jen Psaki. When the president was the vice president in the Obama-Biden administration, he helped put in place 23 executive actions to combat gun violence. It's one of the levers that we can use, Psaki said in her daily press briefing. Okay, 23 executive actions, verbatim. Here's Biden the other day on the tarmac going to Delaware. We're looking at what kind of authority I have relative to imported weapons, as well as whether or not I have the authority, the Democratic president told Reuters in Delaware. Biden also mentioned these new weapons that are being made by 3D equipment that aren't registered as guns at all. There may be some latitude there as well. And if you recall, I did a very focused video on kind of the wishy-washy language that he used there, because it was not coming from a place of authority. It was kind of like, well, we'll see what I can do. All right. Now below in the description box, I have a complete list of Obama's executive actions that Jen Psaki is referencing. Even in the executive actions, it's very minute things. It's like report gun deaths, study gun deaths. It's very benign stuff. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. So I dived in a little deeper because I was like, wait a minute, executive actions versus executive orders. There's got to be a reason they're called something different. Turns out there is. Executive orders are published in the Federal Register and are legally binding. They give presidents the power to create unilateral directives, though they can be overturned if a court rules they are unconstitutional. Executive orders remain in place until rescinded or modified by a president, reversed by a court, or nullified by legislation. So that's what we've been talking about on this channel. Here comes executive action. Executive actions, by contrast, bear little weight. They're not published in the Federal Register and aren't subject to legal review, but these so-called threat to order often draw reactions as sharp as the responses to the order themselves. Executive actions are weak versions that have no binding effect or legal effect. It's really just, hey guys, look at this. Hey, could you maybe record this? It's literally an executive saying to his direct report, hey, I just want to see what's going on. Just make sure you document that correctly. Versus an executive order is, hey, ATF, I don't want this XYZ in circulation anymore. See if we can find some loopholes around this or see more information on this. There's a distinct difference. And Obama, going back to putting this whole video together, Psaki referenced numerous times over and over and over again that Obama had 23 instances of executive action. Turns out they were executive actions, not orders. Now, they're talking the exact same way about Biden, saying, well, that's one of the levers that we can use just like Obama. But Obama didn't do executive orders. And this is where it's getting really, really interesting, because Even going back to Biden's statement, it was very wishy-washy on, if I have the authority, if I don't, we'll see. I mean, you know, it's, it's like, wait a minute, I'm kind of piecing these things together. I think they're leaning towards executive actions. And if they're doing that, man, some gun control people are going to be pissed. But that's what I've got for you today, guys. What do you guys think? Are you seeing the same line, the same linear thinking that I'm seeing? Because, I mean, to me, I kind of see that pattern developing, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments field below. And I'm Braden, and I will see you later.